Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Echo Echo.
Delta Echo Echo. Roger, Roger. And what's the name there?
The name is MATT, Mike Alpha Tango Tango.
Roger, Matt. And where are you, sir?
Atlanta, Georgia.
I copy that. Atlanta, Georgia. Is that a Roger?
Come again?
Your location is Atlanta, Georgia. Is that a Roger?
Yes.
All right. Give me about 10 seconds, Matt, and tell me about your antenna system. I'll look around for a better path. Hello, Matt. This is KC9VKV. Do you copy?
Copy you loud and clear.
All right, Matt, give me about 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system so I can look for a better path. Roger?
Roger that. Using a G5
Roger, Matt, I'm sorry, sir. I'm not copying you very good now. You were up a little bit, but then the circumstances changed, and I'm not copying you very well at the moment. Try one more time, and let me see where this conditions are going.
This is Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Echo Echo. Name is Max, using a G5RV. G5RV running 20 watts. Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Echo Echo.
Roger, Matt, now let me ask you, sir, why are you running 20 watts?
I'm looking to get an amplifier in the future, but this is it for now.
Is that right? I didn't know that they had a radio that went 20 watts. But you are making the trip. However, you are right at my noise level. So if I had that other 70 watts, it sure would be nice. Or 400, depending on what your end product would be with a new amp. Roger?
Roger that. I'm kind of thinking about building a tube amplifier.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm all in favor of that. I think tubes are a lot more, from what I've heard both transistorized amps and tube amps, and by far and away, I think the cleanest sounding amps are usually tube amps. And I think maybe that is because folks are pushing the solid state amps beyond where they should, and they just don't have the headroom to keep the audio clean. Roger? Roger
that. I work as an RF engineer, so hopefully I can apply some of that to ham radio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, that radio, what's you reading now?
It's a Xiegu or Xiegu G-90.
A G-90, Roger, Roger. And does it have any audio compression on it?
Yes, it has mic compression, which I'm running now. I can try it without it, too.
All right. Well, what you need to do is set that on about a third of its capabilities, a 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100. Just a third is all we need, Roger. Assuming we've got that, then we can move to our ALC. And what you want to do is, with mic gain in hand, adjust your ALC from mid-scale to 2/3 as you speak rather rapidly, 100, 200, 300, 400, so you can see where the meter is to adjust with your mic gain control, and we want it to be mid-scale to 2/3 on the ALC. Roger?
Roger that. Trying less voice compression now. Any better?
Are you at a 3?
I have to find the menu for that real quickly.
Do you have a input control, variable input control to your compressor?
Yes, I'm turning it down now.
All right, just turn it to about the 9:30 position, 10 o'clock, 9:30, somewhere in there.
Can you read me? Can you read me now?
Yeah, but not well. So Does that not have 1 to 10 on the on your input control? Do you have any sketch on notations on your input volume for your compressor level?
I have a scale that goes from 1 to 20. That's it.
1 to 20 on a rotary shaft that goes, from here to there, like a normal volume control?
So this one is done electronically.
Well, gosh, I'll tell you what, Matt, what we're looking for is about a third of the capabilities of the compressor. So in your mind, however you might see that level, that's what I would put it. If straight up and down on that control is 50%, then we're looking for 30%. Roger?
Roger that. Let me tweak some stuff.
I'll tell you what, take it to 50%. Give me a dead key for about 3 seconds and let me hear you.
Okay, I'm running at 50% right now. 50% mic gain.
And give me a dead key. Okay, I hear nothing as far as ambient noise, so that position that you're running it in right now is ideal. Roger, roger.
Roger that.
Okay, so with that compression level on, let's move to your ALC. And again, speaking fairly quickly, 100, 200, 300. Adjust your ALC reading for mid-scale to 2/3 by way of your mic gain control. This would be something that you would do on the air as you transmit 100, 200, 300 and adjust your ALC by way of your mic gain control.
Okay, this is running 2/3 now.
All right, I need to see that. So give me 10 seconds and tell me about your antenna system and let me hear you.
Okay, I'm running a G5 RV with a Zygu G-90 running 20 watts G5 RV dipole setup.
All right, so now you are at 3 dB dynamic range, which is exactly where you want to be, because then your average percent of peak modulation is between 80 and 85%. Now, does your radio have any onboard EQ?
Come again, couldn't tell the last sentence.
Does your radio have any onboard EQ, equalization?
Onboard EQ, I do not believe so.
Alrighty, so tell me about, in 10 seconds, something you really like about your radio.
I like that it is the cheapest HF radio that you can buy and still runs off a 12-volt battery pack and can run full power as well as has a waterfall display.
Alrighty, note to self, if you would care to, if you could double check to be sure that you do not have onboard EQ, which I would think that you might. What we want to do is to give that your audio a little more articulation, which will mean more top-end EQ, maybe 2 clicks or 3 clicks hotter EQ, treble EQ from where you are. So if you find that your radio does have EQ, we want to boost the top-end treble EQ by 3 clicks over where it is. Roger?
Roger that. Let me try something.
Alrighty, and also I would suggest getting a foam windscreen for that microphone to cut down on any voice, mouth transients. Roger?
Roger that. Trying the equalization now, moving the bandwidth.
Oh yeah, and you should be running mid-scale. You should be running that bandpass 2900 to 100 to 2900 bandpass. Roger?
Roger, I'm running 2675 currently.
I'm sorry?
I'm running 2675.
Well, do you have bandpass options? I would put it on 100 to 2900. That will give you the most complete top end that you can have. If you start restricting your bandpass, you're rolling off the top end, and you really need the top end for clarity and articulation. So I would put your bandpass at 100 to 2900. Roger?
Roger that. That's 2900 now. Any better?
Yeah, your top end is better, and that's the whole name of the game is articulation. Because if you're particularly if you contest or you're heavy QRM, you want the maximum intelligibility, and that occurs through your top end EQ. That's what gives you the boost, the edge to cut. And if you start restricting that by reducing your bandpass, you are rolling off your top end and intelligibility. So we can correct other things. By running in that full bandpass, we can tailor the audio through EQ to make it what we need EQ-wise. But if you run in a lesser bandpass, you are defeating the top end brightness. Roger.
Roger that. Glad I could get some of this sorted out right here.
I think right now you're sounding best as I've heard you. And if you are interested, you can go to YouTube and do a call letter search KC9VKV followed by today's date 1/22/21. That will take you to this recording, and you can hear I have a spectrum analyzer on the set that is looking at the incoming audio and my audio and all audio, and you can see precisely what's happening to your audio curve. Roger?
Roger that. Could I get that website one more time?
Yes, sir. Go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by today's date, 1/22/21, and that will take you to this recording directly.
All right, good to go.
KI4YTV.
So, Matt, let me say 373 to you, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and if you get a chance, join us next Friday, 73 for now.